देखो ओ दीवानो तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो, बदनाम न करो।
Read.
देखो ओ दीवानो तुम ये काम ना करो।
Read more.
राम का नाम बदनाम ना करो, बदनाम ना करो।
Chinese Sonia Gandhi. I hate Sonia the witch. Read little better. Okay. All right. देखो ए दीवानो तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम ना करो. This is the line you read?
Yes.
This is a song from film Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. A very well made movie made by Devanand. He was quite close to Osho, and his brother was a sannyasin, a very great director. Later on he left sannyas, but he had certain expectation from Osho that Osho will remain according to his concept of a spiritual person. But when Rolls Royces and Mercedes started coming, then it was too much for him to digest. Though he was a genuine seeker, not a fake person. But he could not, because if you have very strong beliefs, then you cannot survive with Osho. So this movie is made by Devanand, a very great actor, and his brother was also very good actor and also very great director. One of his movie called Guide, it is regarded as one of the best movies in the world. And Osho has also chosen four Hindi movies among the movies which he had liked. So one of them is Guide. And this song is sung by Kishore Kumar. Kishore Kumar is a raw diamond, totally untrained. That's why there is, in his voice, there is this first of all, it has a masti which you will rarely find in any singer. Masti, you know what masti is? Those who are mad for God, they are called mast by Sufis. Like, voice is quite ecstatic. He used to enjoy singing so much that while singing, he will dance and the Indian way of singing is not like Western way, but his dance was not something like what Michael Jackson was doing, that kind of break dance, but it was just, he was enjoying it so much. So when you enjoy something, when you are lost in your creativity, when you are lost in your art, then it becomes meditation. So while he was singing, you can say he was in a very must space. May not be very meditative, but very relaxed and joyful state, very happy state. So If you are not in love with what you are doing, then you should stop doing it. And he was in love. He was not trained, not at all trained. No classical base. But that is his uniqueness. That is his unique selling point, that he was different from all other great singers of his time. They were all well trained. But he was like a wild ocean or like a wild forest. Though he is compared to Mohammad Rafi and Mukesh, they may be as, because they were classically trained, so you can call them, some people will call they were greater singer. But for me, Kishore Kumar is just incomparable. He may not be able to sing the kind of songs which Mohammad Rafi could sing, great classical songs, but whatever he sang, nobody else could match him in those songs. Because it is just so spontaneous and he is enjoying it so totally that you can feel it. And this song is also, I like this song. These days I am hearing this song so many times, because one idiot politician from Bihar, he is the education minister of Bihar, Chandrasekhar. They say that he has postgraduate degree, but degrees in Bihar can be bought at that time when he got his degree, so it has no value. And even if the degree is genuine, just by having a degree you cannot call yourself educated. The very word education comes from a root. The very word education comes from a root. Educere. That means to draw out. And what we go on doing in the name of education is throwing or thrusting information inside, forcing information inside. And you turn out to be a brute. You turn out to be left brain monster. And these politicians, they are of the lowest kind. Just for getting vote or just for appeasing their vote bank, just to please their voters. They are playing their tune for the gallery. So they have no culture. They are not responsible. He must be knowing what he is saying is untrue, but just to please his voters, he thinks that by saying such utter nonsense, his voters will become happy, the Muslim voters, and then they will vote for him. So he said about Tulsidas, one of the great poet of middle age. He was a great devotee of Raam. So he wrote his classical book Ramcharitmanas in the medieval India. When India was, the Hindus were at their very low self-esteem. They were totally wounded because of Islamic looters, their barbarism, their murder, their killing, their rape. They were suppressed. So just to make them alive again. And at that time, there were so many great devotees were born at the time. Kabir Das was his contemporary, Mira was his contemporary, Rai Das was his contemporary. They were all called Das. Das means they were servant of God. So they created divine movement all over India. And they recharged the Indian people. They recharge their battery. They make them again feel their dignity. And when he wrote this Ramcharitmanas, Tulsidas has said, it's very beautiful. Osho has also quoted it many times. Swantah Sukhay Tulsi Raghunath Gatha. That means Tulsidas is writing this book for the satisfaction, for the happiness, for his inner bliss, his inner pleasure, not to get anything from outside. Out of his inner bliss, out of his inner overflowing, this book has come out. He has not created this book to earn money, to become famous. It has no commercial purpose. But these idiots, these assholes, these donkeys, these chimpanzees, they cannot understand. If you visit parliaments, I don't know, the same thing happens in every parliament, but whenever you see Indian parliament, the way these politicians behave, they are all the time proving Darwin right, that man is coming from monkey. They behave like chimpanzees, like monkeys, like donkeys. They will not listen to anyone. People like Modi, they are trying to bring some change. But these assholes, these idiots, they are not ready. Because they are good for nothing. That's why it is said that politics is the last refuge for scoundrels. People who cannot create anything, they enter into politics. They're just mad for power. So he said, this man, this politician, this education minister, it is really ridiculous that these kind of people become education minister, who are not even fit to become watchman. They become education ministers because people who choose them, they are also idiots. And politicians are like mirror. Your own face is reflected in it. If you choose such idiot, that shows you are a complete idiot. You must be an nincompoop to choose such assholes. So, he said there is a very famous line in Ramcharitmanas. Sudra Gawar Dhol Pasunari. ये सब हैं तारन के अधिकारी. So, there have been many people who have objected. Feminists will object to this line. But first of all, one should know what Taran means. Taran can mean maybe many things. The same word means many things. What they are saying is that Tulsidas is saying that these Sudra means those who are of the lowest caste. The first word is Dhol. Dhol means drum. Then Gawar means villager or barbarian, those who are uneducated. Dhol, Gawar, Sudra. Sudra means those who are of the lowest caste. Actually, Sudra means one who considers himself just body. So everyone is born as a Sudra. Dhol Gawar Sudra Pashu. Pashu means animal. Pashu means one who is bound by a rope. So anyone who is bound, lives in bondage is a Pashu. It's not just animals. Sudra Gawar Dhol Pashu Nari. Nari means women. ये सब हैं तारन के अधिकारी. That means they should be beaten because they don't understand anything. But what? First of all, this sentence is said by Samudra, not by Tulsidas. If you are creating a novel, if you are writing a book, there are different characters. So there are villains in the story. So if villain is saying something, he will say things which suits a villain. What happened is that Rama because Ravan has kidnapped his wife Sita, so he has to cross the ocean. And he was praying to the god of ocean that you make your water shallow so that I can make a bridge on it. For 3-4 days now these are all poetries. For 3-4 days he was praying. But the god of the ocean was not listening. He was very egoistic. So after 3-4 days, Rama became very angry. So he said that he became angry. He said, I will make this whole ocean dry. This stubborn Samudra is not listening, so I will make this whole ocean dry. Then suddenly, out of fear, he appeared. And he said that he said this line that ढोल गवार शूद्र पशु नारी ये सब है तारन के अधिकारी. But a person will not say that I should be beaten. Taran, maybe it means that they are all, because they are helpless, so they should be helped to be liberated. Taran can means that also. Or they should be always warned because they are so asleep. Zen stick is always needed for them. Otherwise they will go to sleep. And even if he means that they should be beaten, he is the villain in this story. Rama is not saying this word. It is not coming out of the mouth of Rama. And just quoting one thing from such a big, vast epic is not right. Your intention is not good. So when I heard this song from the film Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, then I felt this song suits very much to the present day politicians. There is a message for them in this song. So the first two lines are, Dekho ए दीवाने तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम ना करो. It means that देखो ए दीवाने तुम ये काम ना करो. The writer of this song is Anand Bakshi. He's saying, "Oh crazy man, oh loony, oh demented man, don't do such ugly thing. Raam ka naam badnaam na karo. Don't try to malign the name of Rama." So the writer is saying, don't try to besmirch, tarnish, taint the name of Rama. This is very lowly of you. Now read next line.
Ram ko
Read.
samjo, Krish ko jano.
Okay. Now he's saying, try to understand Rama. Try to know Krishna. Without knowing, without understanding them, whatever you are saying is just utter bullshit. Not even bullshit, it is horse shit. You are not worthy to comment on Rama. You are not even sand on his feet. You are a worthless creature. Whatever you say has no value at all. So stop your big mouth. If you want to know them, first thing is that you will have to know yourself. Only when you come to know your pure, crystal clear consciousness, then you will understand what Rama is, what Krishna is. So know yourself first before you comment on them. Read.
Ni se jago, o mastano.
He's saying, Neen se jago o mastano. That means you are in deep slumber. First wake up. Oh mad people. People. First wake up. Oh cranky one. First wake up before you comment. Read.
Jit lo manko, pat gar gita.
Okay. जीत लो मन को पढ़ के गीता. He's saying, if you want to conquer your mind, read Gita. Your mind has become your master. You have become the slave of your mind. If you want to be the master of your mind, first read Gita. Because Gita will give you the direction how to conquer your mind. But if you just go on commenting like this, then you are losing a marvelous opportunity. You are losing a tremendous opportunity of being a human being. And being a human being, you are wasting your time in this kind of stupid thing, just for some power, just for some votes, just for some political gains. Read.
Man hi hara, to kya jita.
If you are defeated by your mind, then all your victories are worthless, is meaningless. Man hi hara to kya jeeta. If mind has become your master, then all your boasting that you have become victorious in this, you have won this, is all just of no use. The only real victory is to become the master of your mind. and you are just a slave of your mind. Read.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, जीवन को नशे का तुम.
जीवन को नशे का तुम गुलाम न करो. जीवन को नशे का तुम गुलाम न करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो. That means don't make your life slave of your drunkenness, your intoxication. Don't be a slave of your intoxication. Don't be a slave of your drunkenness. In this song, it is about, this movie was made about the time when in India the Western hippies were coming. So, because they were interested in spirituality, they were interested in samadhi, in ecstasy, in meditation, but they were not ready to pay any price for it. They just wanted cheap samadhi, instant samadhi. So, because LSDs and other drugs were invented, drugs like ecstasy and so many other drugs were invented in the West, and that was giving them great experience. But that experience, once you were out of your drug state, then you were back to even worse state. And if you want those experiences to happen again and again, then you need to go on increasing your doses. So that was creating a slavery in you, and that was destroying you, destroying your body, your health. So he made this film, Devanand. He was saying that don't become a slave to drugs. This slavery to drug is very destructive. This will destroy you. This will make you a zombie. It will reduce you into a robo. But politicians are also lost in their drunkenness. Their drug is their power. So when they are in power, they think they are God. They become so dictatorial. In their drunkenness, they destroy the life of millions of people. If you see what Hitler did, what Mussolini did, what Stalin did, what Mao did, or what Lenin did, those people who are drug addict, they destroy only their life, or at the maximum their family. But these politicians, they can destroy the life of the whole country. The president of America, who dropped atom bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, he destroyed 2 cities instantly. They are so much drugged. Their drug is far more dangerous, far worse than any LSD or any marijuana. So he is again saying, don't make the name of Rama dirty by getting lost in your drunkenness, your drug addiction. Read further.
राम ने हंसकार सब सुख त्यागे.
Read more.
तुम सब दुख से डर कर भागे.
राम ने हंसकर सब सुख त्यागे, तुम सब दुख से डर कर भागे. And this idiot is commenting on Rama. Rama gave up his whole kingdom just in a moment. His father has promised his stepmother, once they went to a war, and his father, Rama's father, Dashrath, was losing the war. So then his wife was also, Rama's stepmother, Kaikeyi, was also with him. So when she saw that her husband was being defeated, she fought the war for him, and she won the war for him. Then Dashrath said that you can ask for 2 boons, any 2 boons, and I will give you. She said, I will ask for it at the right time. So Rama was going to be coronated. He was going to be declared as the king. And the maid servant of Kaikeyi polluted her mind at the right time. She said that, what you are doing, this is the right time, you ask for your boon. Otherwise Rama will reduce your son into his servant. You ask that Rama should be thrown into forest for 14 years. And your son Bharat should become the king. So she became convinced. Her mind was corrupted. She was hypnotized by this maidservant. Though before it she was very good, very motherly, very good to Rama, but at that time her mind was totally brainwashed. She became totally brainwashed. So she asked Dashrath, now is the time you give me my boon. Rama should go to forest for 14 years and my son Bharat should become the king. But Dashrath was so infatuated with Rama. So he was so attached that his life was, Rama was his very breath. So he became almost unconscious. He said that, don't ask for this. You ask anything else, I will give you anything else, but don't ask this. And he said to Rama also, don't obey to me. Rama mother and his other brother, he was also his step brother, Lakshman. He was also very devoted to Rama. He said that we should imprison our father because he has become, in his old age, he has become too much infatuated to his wife, young wife. What he is doing is to complete injustice. You are the most capable one. So we should imprison Dashrath. And Rama's own mother also said that you should not listen to him. But Rama said that my father has given word to my mother. And I love my father. So I will go. And when they were arguing it, Lakshman and Rama, he said that I see there is some other play of destiny in it. There is some different design in my life. There is something different. that is destined to happen. Because it was like the food, the morsel was to go into my mouth, and then suddenly I was deprived of it. So that means I have a different destiny. I should surrender to it. I should let go to it and see what is there for me. And then he just gave up his kingdom without any regret, renounced it smilingly. And then the writer is saying, Rama could give up his kingdom smilingly without any confusion. And you are running away from all the sufferings of life, all the troubles of life. These politicians, they also run away from trouble. They are just mad for comfort. They're just mad for indulgence. They spend a lot of money for their election, but once they win the election, then they will make 1,000 times more than what they had spent. That is their only thing, only desire, to indulge more and more in power, to indulge more and more in money. They are not there to serve people. Read.
Krishna kamki rit sikai.
Read more.
तुमने फर्ज से अन छुड़ाई.
तुमने फर्ज से, कर्म से, क्या कृष्ण ने कर्म की रीत सिखाई. तुमने फर्ज से आंख चुराई. क्या?
तुमने फर्ज से आंख चुराई.
You are even worse than Sonia Gandhi. He is saying, कृष्ण ने कर्म की रीत सिखाई. Krishna gave the message of karma. But it is better to say Krishna gave the message of karma yoga, nishkam karma yoga. That is what he said in Gita. He said that you have right to action, but not to the fruit thereof. If you are desiring the result of your action, then your action is impure. You become totally involved in the action. You become completely involved in the action, and the result will come as a byproduct. Don't worry about the result. Result is in the hand of divine, in the hand of divinity. You just be total in your action. Don't worry about the fruit. Fruit will happen at the right time. Krishna ne karm ki reet sikhai. What is after that?
तुमने फर्ज से अन छुड़ाई.
And you are running away from your responsibilities. This is what these politicians do. They learn nothing from Rama, they learn nothing from Krishna. Once they are chosen, once they are elected, that is their responsibility. That is what you are for there, to serve people. Otherwise, you should not be here. If you want your own comfort, your own pleasure, then don't be a public servant. You are a servant, you are not their master. You have to serve them. If you are running away, then you are a coward. Read.
O Ram Duhai, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
O Ram Duhai. That means, let Rama save you. You are going astray, you are going on the wrong way. wrong path. Only Rama can save you. Read further.
Jiwan Naam hai kam ka, Aram na Karo.
Sonia Gandhi in action. जीवन नाम है काम का आराम ना करो. Now, this is not exactly what should have been written. Life means work. Don't just lie down. Just don't rest. But life is not work. Life is working with consciousness. Then it becomes Niskam Karma Yoga. If you are working with awareness, then it is real work. Otherwise, you are just like a football. You have no destination. You have no clear-cut idea where you are going. You are just going very fast. And he's saying, Jivan naam hai kaam ka aram na karo. Don't just lie down. Don't just rest. Someone has said that rest is the Paddington has said that rest is the most false word in the dictionary. In a way, he is right. Because rest means death. Even while you are resting, so many things is happening in your body. So, it should be action in inaction. And inaction in action. While you are in action, there should be a still point within you, which is unmoved, which remains still. And even when you are totally at rest, you should be totally vital, you should be totally alive, not that you have to become like a corpse, dead, without any vitality. Read.
Ram ka naam Badanaam na Karo.
We have read further.
Okay. Dekho o Diwano, tum ye kam na Karo.
Read further.
Ram ka naam Badanaam na Karo.
You are reading again and again the same thing. Read further.
And there's the end, Swami.
Sonia Gandhi ki jai ho. And these politicians, they have said, even someone else maybe has said that, or this same man has said that in Bihar, no girl wants to get married to a man like Rama. He's trying to force himself on girls of Bihar. Everyone wants to have a husband like Rama. When Sita was kidnapped, Rama was so much moved, being an enlightened man, being an awake man, but he was very emotional also. He said that I will burn the whole world if I am not able to find Sita. And he used to always say to Sita that even if I go to heaven, without you, even heaven is meaningless. And with you, any place is better than paradise. But he gave up Sita when his people, some of the people, started saying that she has lived with Ravan for so many years. So what is the guarantee that she has not had sex with him? Because Ravan was a very indulgent man. But Sita was so pure that Ravan could not have gathered courage to do anything wrong to her, and he was cursed by Brahma that if you touch any woman, because he had raped earlier some woman, so if you do it again, then you will die immediately. So, but then people when they finally defeated Ravan, when Rama defeated Ravan, and they returned back. So many of the people, they started saying that because Sita has lived for such a long time with Ravan in his kingdom, now we cannot guarantee that our wives will have also pure character. They can also do the same thing. So when Rama heard all those things, that his people are not happy, and Sita had said earlier that we should again go to forest because she liked that experience. So Rama decided that he will renounce Sita, and he said to Lakshman that you leave her in some forest. Because that was also his Raj Dharma. For a king, his people should be happy with him. If his people are unhappy with the king, his personal life is of lesser importance than his public life. Because king is in reality, he is the parent of his people. For his people, he is their parent. He is their caretaker. So his every breath, his life is and should be dedicated towards his people. His personal life is less important. It was when he renounced Sita, she was pregnant. It was the most difficult thing for Rama. Since then, he was always sleeping on the ground, living like an ascetic, the most severe life, living in the palace, but living like a recluse. He set an example how the king should be. If you want to be a ruler, your life has to be, there will be thorns all around you. Otherwise, don't try to be a ruler. This is not for your pleasure that you want to become the king or you want to become the president or prime minister. If you have not got that guts to sacrifice your pleasure, then you are not fit for that thing. This is in India called Raj Dharma. That is for a king that is of higher order than his own personal life. So he renounced her. But that was her destiny also. The script was already written. They were just acting like a movie. They were actors in that movie. So Rama remained a witness. There is another. So this man is saying that girls in Bihar, they don't want a husband like Ram. So Ram is so high, even if they get a good husband, that is enough. Even if they desire, they cannot get a husband like Ram. he is called in India Maryada Purushottam. That means he is the supreme among those who follow things which are right, and he doesn't do things which is wrong. So among those who do right things, he is the most supreme. But he lives in that boundary of Maryada. That means what is right and what is wrong. He will not do anything wrong. Krishna is called Leela Purushottam. He is a very different type of man. He don't believe in any law. Rama believes in law. He lives his life according to law. Whatever is your duty, he will follow that. He will follow the duty of king. He will not move a single step away from that. But then again, after that, another incarnation came, which was Krishna. He didn't believe in any law. He was just opposite of Krishna. He was totally spontaneous. That's why he is called Leela Purushottam. That means his whole life was a play. He was not a serious man. But when you see the life of Rama, only then you can understand the life of Krishna. The life of Rama is the contrast which will help you to understand Krishna. They are both pure witness. But they lived a very totally different life. What was the demand of that time? They lived that kind of life. So both are equally needed. A man like Rama and a man like Krishna. There is another story in Ramayana, which is also very beautiful. I was listening to that story. Osho was telling it. That when Rama was in the forest with Sita, when he was banished, so he was standing outside his hut with Sita, and Sita saw a golden deer, and she became totally infatuated with that. She said, "You bring that golden deer to me." And the deer has the capacity to change its color, because that was a demon that has converted itself into a deer. Just because he wanted Rama to leave Sita so that Ravan will come and kidnap her. So that was a conspiracy. So Rama first said, this is not a real deer. This is some kind of witchcraft. But Sita said, "No, I want that deer you bring for me. I want to play with it, and I will take it back when we will go back." So Rama, he just agreed. And Osho said that Rama represent the witnessing consciousness, the Sakshi in you. And Sita is the Man, the mind. So in the mind there are desires. Rama is the Atma and Sita is the Man, the mind. So the witnessing consciousness should not follow the mind. So he went to bring that golden deer, and then Ravan came and kidnapped Sita. So this meaning, the heart of this story is that if you run for something which is illusory, or which exists not, you will lose that which is real. So he lost his real Sita. So don't run for things which are non-existential, which are dreamlike, which is creation of Maya.
देखो ओ दीवानो तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो, बदनाम न करो। देखो ओ दीवानो तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो, बदनाम न करो। राम को समझो कृष्ण को जानो, नींद से जागो ओ मस्तानो। राम को समझो कृष्ण को जानो, नींद से जागो ओ मस्तानो। जीत लो मन को पढ़ कर गीता, जीत लो मन को पढ़ कर गीता। मन ही हारा तो क्या जीता, तो क्या जीता।
हरे कृष्ण हरे राम, हरे कृष्ण हरे राम, हरे कृष्ण हरे राम।
जीवन को नशे का तुम गुलाम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो, बदनाम न करो। राम ने हंस कर सब सुख त्यागे, तुम सब दुख से डर के भागे। राम ने हंस कर सब सुख त्यागे, तुम सब दुख से डर के भागे। कृष्ण ने कर्म की रीत सिखाई, कृष्ण ने कर्म की रीत सिखाई। तुमने फर्ज से आँख चुराई हो राम दुहाई।
हरे कृष्ण हरे राम, हरे कृष्ण हरे राम, हरे कृष्ण हरे राम।
जीवन नाम है काम का, आराम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो, बदनाम न करो। देखो ओ दीवानो तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम बदनाम न करो, बदनाम न करो।
If you like our videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.